G'day gamers, VaderG here, welcome back to the channel. Yep, today you can see my melon. Every now and then I'll do a surprise and you can see my wonderful looking head. Today, what am I going to do? I'm going to talk about in this video, I'm going to talk about something that's really annoying. Something seems to be getting more and more on my nerves the more I play the game, and it is unequipped costs. How ridiculously unproportional unequipped costs are in this game. Absolutely bonkers. We're going to chat about that in a second. The other things we're going to have a chat about, we're going to have a look at Captain Marvel with Medusa, the sort of tag team combo in Alliance Battle Extreme for Universal Female Villain. We're also going to have a bit of a look at Raven and her her team up, I guess, with Viper for cancelling the Beast Roar. So we're talking Paralysis season here for Female Villain Day, which was yesterday. So we're going to take a look at those two runs a little bit later. First of all, let's have a quick look, sneak peek number 2. Alright guys, so it's looking definitely going to be a symbiote update. So, you know, Carnage, old mate on screen here, he's going to get a little bit of a love, and I'm guessing. My money is on Tier 3 Carnage, potentially Tier 3 Venom, but I'm really hoping for Tier 3 Carnage. That would be pretty neat, and a really cool uniform. That would be fantastic as well. Scream there in the sneak peek. She's going to be pretty OP, but I think the main event is going to be this red unit on screen right here. Okay, let's get into it. Unequipped costs. Unequipped costs in this game are one of the most bullshit frickin' things that Netmarble have come up with. Diabolical. Absolutely diabolical. And, you know, you look at my inventory, I've got a bunch of crystals, but you also look at my inventory, and I have a lot of shit that I do not actually equip to my characters, right? So you would have seen the CTPs that I don't equip. I've got a lot of them. And I don't equip them to characters. Like, I won't equip a CTP of Destruction to a character who I might think in the future will be a meta, because it's going to cost me to unequip. Alright, it's going to cost me 600 crystals to unequip. Let's quickly do a recap of the unequipped costs in this game. So we'll just open up Medusa, and yes, I've got fully built Medusa. Let's just say I wanted to remove the CTP of Rage from Medusa. Then I'm looking at a ridiculous cost of 600 crystals. After I've already paid for the freaking CTP, man, I've already paid for the thing, paid for the asset. And this is like an ongoing maintenance fee for an asset that I've paid for outright. Or it's like buying a house, but then you've still got to pay rent on it. You know, it doesn't make any sense. It's too exorbitant an amount. It's ridiculous. Now, I'm going to be very careful not to click unequip here. So very first of all, CTPs, we move them around when there's changes in meta. Every month they're getting more and more. It's getting more and more rapid. We have to change the bloody things around. Other thing that we do move around, which we're not going to find on her, but we will find on Captain Marvel, is Euro. Unequipped cost for Euro. I mean, probably slightly more reasonable, but when you consider that you can have up to 20 Euro per character, and you actually, when you have to remove it, what do we got? Let's click on this thing. Unequip. 140 crystals. What's 140? 140 times 20 is 2,800 crystals if you have a fully decked out unit. 2,800 crystals. If I bought that in Australian money, I'd be looking around about 40 bucks. $40 to change a freaking character without even changing the CTP, without buying the uniform, without, you know, without doing all this other shit that you have to do to rank up characters, mega rank up tickets, all this other crap, right? You don't have to do it. Now, don't get me wrong. You don't have to do it. No one's forcing us to unequip shit or even to equip stuff in the first place. My point is, it is drastically out of proportion with other costs of things in the game, the unequipped costs of items. Absolutely ridiculous. Comic cards. Comic cards, one of the biggest money drains in the game. Not one of the biggest money drain in the game. If I want to unequip a comic card, which I've paid a shitload for, right? I've paid a shitload, and not just for the card itself. Let's just say the card's worth 7,000 crystals, which are you pay way more than that, right, to get one of these cards. but then all of the rolls that go into it, right? So you're talking huge costs, huge costs. Now, if I want to unequip that, I can't just unequip the freaking thing. I can't pay gold. I can't, I can't pay whatever it may be, Chaos Nornstones, whatever. I have to pay the primary currency in this game, which is crystals, 600 crystals, to unequip it after already paying a shitload. To me, it's like a slap in the face. I've gone with it over the years. I've thought, well, okay, whatever. They have to make money. Man, this is just, it's gotten to the point where it's just total bullshit to unequip stuff in this game. And what happens, Netmarble, if you're watching, is people just don't equip shit. See my inventory? That's exactly what happens. People don't bother equipping. And you know what's going to happen? People don't bother equipping. People are going to stop buying. That's what's going to happen. So, it's dumb business. Good for you. Good for Netmarble, because you're, like I said, you're selling the house and then you're renting it out to us as well after you've already freaking sold it, which is just bullshit. That doesn't happen in real life. But anyway, look, massive bugbear of mine. It really pisses me off. What do we got? We got cards. We got custom gear. We've got Euro. We've got, you know what? The dumbest of all unequipped costs, these things. 375 crystals, 325 crystals to unequip that. Doesn't make sense, man. Does not make sense. Anyhow, that's my bitch. That's my bitch for this video. What we're going to do now, we're going to get on. We're going to run Captain Marvel. I did build my Medusa, and yes, she does add quite a bit of value with the CTP of Rage. I had CTP of Insight on it. I tried to run it by equipping a CTP of Rage to Medusa, added around about 500,000 points. 500,000 points to my score. So it's definitely worthwhile doing if you got a spare CTP of Rage. CTP of Energy is probably pretty good as well. And yeah, so let's have a look at the run. We're going to cancel with Medusa, and you'll see the timing of that. Then I'll quickly do a little bit of a voiceover on the Raven video because it's a little bit trickier to cancel with Viper striking. A little bit trickier. All right, guys, let's get into it. Alright guys, so we're just going to get into Captain Marvel Alliance Battle Extreme. For anyone who's not interested in Captain Marvel Alliance Battle Extreme and the Silence, which would be understandable, I mean she's been played to death in this game, skip forward to 10 minutes 30 and have a look at the Raven Alliance Battle Extreme. It's pretty cool. Well, Captain Marvel, I'm going to put a bit of music on in a second. Captain Marvel, we're going to switch to Medusa. We're going to do 3, cancel, awaken skill, and then when the 5th skill effectively flashes and the silver bar goes above the beast's head, then we're going to press the 5th skill and then try and sort of get the proc on the 4 if we possibly can as well. Kind of as simple as that. So we're going to come up to it right here. Just going to let Captain Marvel finish a rotation. Going to get this tier 3 in just before the cancel. Switch. 3. Cancel into the 6, cancel the 5th now, and then into this 2 and the 1, and we should be able to get the 4 skill on the rebound, hopefully. Yep, so we get the proc there with the spikes, very nice, and that's kind of what we want. And she adds quite a few points, about 500,000 for the match, so nothing to be sneezed at. Could she do it with a CTP of Energy? Yeah, probably. Maybe just lose 50,000, 100,000 points. If you don't care about that, just go with CTP of Energy. And yeah, that's simple as that. Alright guys, so we're coming up to Raven Alliance Battle Extreme here. So we're going to do the typical Raven rotation. Now we're going to try and proc on the 4th and the 5th skill throughout the entire match if we possibly can. There's not too much difference in Raven besides probably mixing the rotation up a little bit more these days compared to the old 3 cancel, 4 cancel, 5 and sticking with that rotation pattern. Now the key thing in this video, you can see Viper striking just there. Whenever her icon goes to shaded, she's striking. She strikes every 15 seconds approximately. We're going to want her to strike because Viper's 4 skill has paralysis on it. We're going to want her to strike pretty well as soon as the bar above the beast head turns silver. We're going to want to, and we're going to do that by sort of halting our attack just before the beast roar. So you'll see in a second here, don't really want to attack too much past this point right here. So 2 goes 7. We're going to run to the center and we're going to start attacking now. And you'll see her strike, bang, there she goes. And she cancels the roll with her paralysis on the 4 skill. We're going to do exactly the same for the second roll. With the third roll, we're going to take our time just a little bit more. So before the third roll, we're going to take our time just a fraction more than what we do. Because if you keep on attacking, you'll find that Viper will actually strike too early. So she'll strike just before the beast is just before the beast jumps into the center. So you need to be extremely aware of her striking pattern. It is actually quite easy. It's not a super hard run. I've taken Black Cat into this match for the simple fact she has a CTP of Insight on her. But yeah, it's not super hard once you get the hang of when to start your attack when the beast jumps into the middle, all right, and when to stop your attack before the beast roar. So you see now I'm positioning myself, cancelled the run at around about 1:15, maybe a little bit too early, and we're going to start right now. And there she goes, strikes, and you see the blue bar on top of the beast get wiped, and that means you've successfully cancelled the beast roar with the silence mechanic. Alright guys, enjoy the rest of the video. Look, I hope this video has been helpful. Let me know what you think below about the Unequipped Costs. If you've got any questions about the Alliance Battle Extreme runs, let me know. I think I positioned myself, I think I'm sort of 50th in the world or whatever at the moment for this Alliance Battle week, which is probably not too bad considering I don't have the Monsters Unleashed cards or the Korean cards. This is a tricky one here, so I did stop attacking quite early. And yeah, we got the paralysis there. So stop attacking around about 30 with 36 seconds left on the clock there. All right, guys. Thanks for watching the video. Have a great day.